define to me, how do you describe mental illness?
So mental illness covers a lot of things. So there are multiple disorders, like I mentioned earlier, that could fall into that crisis, or not just the crisis, but just everyday to-day care. People who suffer from a little anxiety and it can get out of control and unmanageable may end up needing care. People who have suffered depression, a loss of a loved one, or anything, a traumatic event could end up suffering from depression. So mental health covers a big spectrum of disorders that could be very acute, very severe, that people need to look and access crisis care for, or it could be something that they just feel a little down or a little depressed or starting to feel not like themselves, and they could just start with that phone call to someone to have an assessment and to go into outpatient services and start care that way. Behavioral health services also cover substance abuse disorders. It's a big spectrum of things.
And would you say a lot of these people then have a substance abuse problem too?
There is a high comorbidity of substance abuse and mental health. I've heard it as high as 75%.
Wow.
As far as comorbid mental health and substance abuse disorders. So behavioral health really covers a huge spectrum of different illnesses. So we've heard a lot lately in the news about opioid disorders and a lot of the things going on in downtown and trying to clear the overpass with some of these different issues in our community. Opioid is a big substance abuse disorder that's getting a lot of national press lately. So it covers things like opioid disorder, covers cocaine disorders, alcoholism. So behavioral health really covers a huge gamut of different things that is often found comorbidly together many times.
And doctor, what drugs would you say are being seen more on the streets? Is it the opioids? Is it cocaine? Is it marijuana? What is it?
Well, I'm always going to frame this in terms of the national picture.
Okay.
And what's always true is that alcohol is the most common drug of abuse.
Okay.
We could even have a bigger conversation about tobacco.
Yeah.
But you're right.
In terms of drugs of abuse that we think of, alcohol is really number one. And in our community, cocaine, opiates, methamphetamine is making a comeback. I think if you look over time in any metropolitan area, you'll see a cycling of what are the agents, du jour.